Hello, Casual Dresser here. It's been a while. I've received quite a lot of messages to making sure I'm okay, and I am okay, I'm here. But people just asking when the next video is going to come out. So here is a video for you all, and it's just packed with different stuff really. So I'm just going to sort of work my way through it. I've got a very, very unique jacket here. I've got some stuff here. I've got a magazine there. I've got my laptop here, so let's get into it. Okay, so where to start? Let's begin with Stone Island and their 40th anniversary pieces that they're bringing out. Okay, so let's just rewind 40 years. So the time it's 1982. And Stone Island have just released their first Telestellar. And then we had probably the most iconic drop for a long time, which was the 30th anniversary range. And the jackets at the time, and if you've watched some of my videos before, you'll have heard me say this, but at the time, most of these jackets sat on the shelves. No one picked them up. So we had, and I'm going to use my laptop as well throughout this video to sort of dip in and out of things, but we had the iconic Telestellar, which was a remake of the 1982, which made complete sense, and it had the 30th anniversary badge in the middle. We had the 30-30 jacket, which again had the badge on the arm, the 30th anniversary badge on the arm, but it could be worn 30 different ways. A unique piece with an inner that could be flipped, reversed, you name it, it did it. And then one of the previous videos I did was on the 30th anniversary reflective knit, an insane piece, a huge RRP. But a lot of these jackets just sat on the shelf and even got reduced. And I think a lot of the price points at the time were about £500, which 10 years ago was a fair amount of money. But no one bought them. Obviously, since then, Stone Island has just increased in popularity. I don't mean that people enjoy the brand more, but there are just more people out there at the moment buying Stone Island. So, fast forward on another 10 years, we're now in 2022, and we're 40 years on from the first piece being released. So we're bringing out the 40th anniversary stuff, and I've got to be truthful, I am so disappointed in what I've seen. So, if I just skip through my pictures here, so we've got a t-shirt range, just different colours, and within it, they've branded it, they've put 82-22, which I understand. I mean, it sounds more like a short game of cricket, but we've got 80-22 branded on a lot of these t-shirts. I mean, the colours are nice, but the concept is I just think it's really poor. Now I know this may be, and I'm going to try and give some details out here. When we had the original 30th stuff, the inner plate said 30th anniversary collection. It didn't mean it was one of the special pieces. It just meant it was released in 2012. I have a feeling that these pieces, just with the tiny details of 82-22, is very similar, just to say, look, these are pieces that are being released in that year. They're supposed to commemorate the 40 years. They're just poor. They're just really poor. Now, the one that people have been talking about is the Lamy heat reactive. So, you'll see here that the old heat reactives, they're doing really well now. It doesn't mean they're going for any more than they came out for in the shops, because price points were a lot lower back then. But this one follows a similar pattern, so it's called the Lamy heat reactive. So you've got the bottom half that's Lamy material and the top half, which is the heat reactive. Guys and girls have been absolutely swarming over these. Now, I had to send a message out to my Instagram to ask what the RRP was, because I saw it was somewhere over 1,000. Apparently it's about £970. It's just insane. The cash that Stone Island are commanding for some of these pieces at the moment is absolutely insane. So you've got £970 for a heat reactive jacket, which looks poor. I don't think it looks very good. I mean, people have had it in hand. I haven't had it in hand. I can't afford to buy it. I can afford to buy it. Let me talk to you more about that. The pieces I buy it knowing that if I sell it on, I'll either sell it on for the same or more. So it's almost like wearing Stone Island for free. If you go to Flannels or the Stone Island store and you manage to get hold of one of these iconic pieces, £970, I'm really sorry, unless you're flipping it straight away, which some people are trying to, I don't think you're going to get any more for it. And as the time goes on, I know it might be an iconic piece, people are saying it's going to be fantastic, but it's not going to go up in value. There's no one going to pay more than £1,000 for a heat reactive jacket that's just box standard, so it's only going to drop. So to buy these pieces, you've got to have some serious money in your pocket. That is not me. But yeah, it looks really bland. One of the problems with the heat reactors is, and you'll know if you've got one of the older models, is that it's got to be really hot to heat up. And if it's really hot, you don't want a jacket on. So it's like catch-22, I want to put my jacket on for it to heat up and change colour, but I don't want to put my jacket on because it's too hot to wear a jacket. And this is very similar with this one. I mean, fair play to those boys that have gone out and got them. Because I know they were in short supply. It's not like they were just on every rail and you could go and buy them. But so far, I mean, I know that's supposed to be the piece that people want, but I've been really, really disappointed in the 2022 40th anniversary piece drop. I have heard that possibly Stone Island are going to be going back in time, like they did with the Telestella, and they're going to be bringing out some iconic pieces in the 2022 40th anniversary range. Now, it's not going to drop in the summer because obviously the summer range has already come out. I wonder if at the end of the year, as like a winter piece, they're going to re-release some of the big pieces that they've previously done, because if this is all they're offering for their 40th anniversary, it is absolutely pants. So I'm hoping some of the guys have messaged me and said there is a strong chance that some of the older jackets, the cape jackets, the reflective jackets, the prismatica jackets, there is a chance that they might be re-released as a 40th anniversary piece. If that happened, then wow, that would be brilliant, because some of those jackets are my favourite jackets anyway. So re-release those, Stone Island, if you could, because what you've produced so far is absolute pants. Hi again. Less of the moaning this time, so forget about the 40th anniversary stuff. That's gone. We'll see what comes with that. If you haven't already and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Click the like button. Please put a message down there, and please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, you'll have seen that in past videos I rave on about the Pananaro magazine. So we're on issue 3 now. Again, it's sold out. I saw it on Soccer AM on Saturday. Fenner's had a copy again. It's just a brilliant read. I'm not going to go through it all because I've been through them before. Head over to their website because they have online copies. Sometimes they get extra drops as well, or head to one of the stockists, because I know stockists are now taking these books in. But I picked out from this issue this little piece here. So it's on folk clothing, Kafol Makatia, and all about his brand and how he keeps it simple and how he doesn't want to hang his boots up yet. He wants to carry on the business, although he could sell it for a lot of money. The reason why I picked this out is because I've got a few folk pieces and they are really, really simple, but I mean, one of the jumpers is my go-to piece all the time. Excuse me that some of these pieces are not ironed perfectly, but I just thought I'd show you them. So, here's a nice knit. I actually got this knit off Hoxton Trend, which I'll talk about soon. I got it off the Hox. Really nice piece. This one is not ironed, unfortunately. So there's one folk piece. This is my go-to jumper, really. Really simple. It just fits and feels really nice. I mean, I say it fits. It fit a lot better before it became a chunky monkey, but I just really like it. The only detailing you're going to get really is the size, and this is a 2, the other jumper was a 3. Bear in mind I'm about 23.5 inch pit to pit. There's nothing spectacular about it. And I've got this folk jacket here. I actually put this up for sale, really, really cheap. It was like 50 quid, and no one messaged me about it. If you do want this jacket for 50 quid, head over to my Instagram, or just send me a message on my email that's below, and it can be yours for 50 quid. Again, really simple, really nice, really plain. I mean, it does what it says on the tin. So, if you haven't already, go and get a copy of the Pananaro. But yeah, that was my piece that I liked reading about because it was quite personal, because I've got some of the pieces, and that's what the book's about really. Trying to find the bits that really resonate with you. But there it is, issue 3, boom. And just while I'm on that, this jacket I've got at the moment, I got it recently. It's a Razzo. It's been stripped, so it was white. Started off as a white jacket. Lining's all been stripped, re-dyed purple. Again, I've got this up on my Instagram at the moment for I think about 170 quid. But again, a lot of my jackets that I sell are on my Instagram page, so it's not through YouTube. Just head over to my Instagram page and see what you like there. But yeah, I like the colour of it. I also like this detailing with the hooks here onto the big buttons. It looks a bit marina-like, with the big toggles. I don't know what you think about purple. Is purple my colour? I'm not sure. Anyway, that's that done. 40th anniversary's done. Pananaro's done. Now onto the big boy. Okay, so now probably the best part of the video, the bit you're probably here for, and the bit in YouTube that I've entitled it with. So it's the Prototype 4, Stone Island's Prototype 4. I've got loads of notes here. Obviously it dropped a while ago, so it was 2019 it came out, so 3 years ago now. And it's the first time I've really got my hands on one, or actively gone seeking for one of them. On that note, a lot of people always say, like, how do you get the jackets? How do you get hold of these jackets? And again, I say through all my threads in all my videos about a politeness and, you know, making the right connections, because a lot of these jackets that I have are not from buying them in the open market. A lot of these jackets are from guys that I know that either I sell them jackets or they sell me jackets, and that way you sort of keep the jackets in-house a little bit and they don't get lost and never come back. So, you know, this jacket was offered to me. I'm not going to say it was a cheap price, because it wasn't cheap, it's still very expensive, but it's affordable knowing that I can sell it on for the same price. So I've really just bought this in for the video, because it's not a jacket that I would really wear. I mean, it doesn't suit me. It's similar colour to this, but it's just not a jacket that it's not really my style. So you'll know that I've got the Prototype one. Here's a picture of it now. Stone Island have made 4 prototypes. So number 1 is the one that I wear daily. Stupidly, possibly, in case I got it damaged. It cost me a lot of money. And I've had 4 of those Prototype ones at one point or another. And there's only 100 made, and that's the main thing. So each Stone Island Prototype that comes out, there are 100 of them in the world. They're exclusive, and the size run, you'll see the numbers. So this number here is number 89, so that's near the top of the size run, and the lower numbers are the smaller sizes, so it just runs through like that. So this is the Prototype 4. So Prototype 1 I absolutely love, and it is the most popular prototype in terms of people wanting it. Prototype 2, some guys really like it. It was like the light display. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I like the different colours, but I'm certainly not a fan of number 2. Number 3 is absolutely hideous, so I've had a couple of number 3s. So you get a top, and you get the trousers, and if you wear it all, you end up looking like a tangerine, or like you're on death row. Not a fan of number 3. And number 4 is here. So, let me show you it. I hope you can see this. What I try and do when I do these videos is I'm looking at a reflection in a TV of the camera screen, so you can see it. So, here it is here. So, Prototype Research Series 4. Manual flocking on nylon metal grid OVD limited edition. So let me just tell you a little bit more about this before getting into the jacket. So this is what it says. So manual flocking on nylon metal grid. It's an experimental procedure, and that's the same with them all. So I'm going to show you a video in a minute that explains a little bit more, but they're not out for general release because they don't actually know how well these are going to hold up. So if they release thousands and thousands and thousands of them, and they all came back and just broke down straight away, it costs Stone Island an absolute fortune. So if you just release 100 pieces just to see what the technique either holds up like, what people think of it. So this is manual flocking. So it says, Each piece is constructed of Stone Island's nylon metal material and then sprayed with a water-based adhesive before being exposed to the cotton flock. The jacket then gets double dyed to finish it off with a colourful saturated shell. So it's a red and purple, but depending on where you look at it from, it sort of changes colour. Now I've got a little bit further down here that says, so the flock is magnetised, so they drift up towards the garment and they stick to the adhesive that's all over the jacket. And then obviously at the end of it, it's heated and it's finished, and you've got your final piece that looks like this. So I'll give you a little bit of a review of it so you notice it's got 4 front pockets. It is a parka, so it's got the fishtail at the back. So it's a long piece. Now this is an XL, and the pit to pit on it is about 25 inches. So it doesn't size up as big as a prototype 1 because they are absolutely huge. Like I have an XL, pit to pit is about 27.5 inch. I can get away with it in terms of like the style, but it's just a massive jacket. This is more like an XL normally runs about 23.5, 24 inch. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit roomier. So you've got your 4 pockets, and each of the buttons, again, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but each of the buttons has got the flock material on it. So they're very, very delicate. So as you can see here, these ones are peeling a bit. So they're not going to stay on there. They're just standard black buttons, but the flock's coming off. But when you look at the video of Stone Island's actual jacket in their lab, or when they show it at Milan Week, it's already peeling off. So that's just the same on every single jacket. It's got some hoops here, some loops just to loop round the button. So it's a zip up, YKK zip up. Again, that's been treated in flock. These then hook on all the way down. So you've almost got like a double fastening mechanism. And I mean, the inside's pretty standard. It's a really light piece. It's got 2 back pockets, which is like the David jackets that have got 2 pockets on the back as well. And for anybody wanting it, here is your art number. And then inside, obviously, it tells you what number jacket you've got. So that's 89. And like it says here, the creation of electromagnetic fields straightens the fibres, which are attracted to the garment due to the uniqueness of this technique. It's then dyed with a double recipe nylon and cotton, providing highly contrasting colours for a unique and unrepeatable effect. And that's probably the main thing really. Every single one of these is unique. The same with the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. They all look slightly different. Price point on it, so you're looking near the top 1,000, so you're probably looking close to 2,000 on one of these jackets now. Do I think it's okay to invest 2,000 in a jacket? Yes, with these prototypes. The reason I say that is this: there's only 100 of them in the world, so the first thing is you've got to try and get your hands on one. The second thing is you know there's going to be no more released of them. So once you've got 100, the numbers can only go down. I mean, people lose jackets, they might end up tearing them, getting put in the bin, and it'll be an absolute disastrous day if one got put in the bin. But it happens. It's same with the flannels reflective jackets. Like eventually there's not very many more on the planet, and people want them. So yeah, if you could pick one up for under 2,000, I would just take them, put them away. I've actually sold this one already. I only got it in for the video, so someone's coming up today from Stoke to come and buy this off me. And he will just make far more use of it than me. It would just sit in my cupboard, which is no good for anybody. So he's coming up today to take this from me. Yeah, buy one. If you can get your hands on a prototype, I mean, number one is just beautiful. I mean, that's my opinion only, and that's why we're in, we like the fashion, because, everyone's opinion is valued and can be different. But number four, yeah, grab one if you can. Now, I've sort of stolen, I'm gonna credit him for this now. So Hoxton Trend, I love Hoxton's videos, but he went across to the Fashion Week in Milan, and Stone Island always put one piece out there to show everyone. So it was in 2019, it was April 2019, this was on display, and the light show behind it is just absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do is, Hox, I hope this is fine, I'm sure it is, here's his Instagram, here's his YouTube if you want to go and see it, but I've just screenshot one of the videos, or part of his video on the Prototype 4, where he goes in, he has a look at the actual, I'll call it art, because that's what they put it there, it's like an art display, and he asks one of the people there some questions about the Prototype 4, and there's some information on how it's made again. So just sit back and enjoy this, and then I'll see you on the other side. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that video from Hoxton, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's been a long time. I promised to bring out more videos, and I always will bring out some more videos, but I'm probably not in the position where some of the other people can bang out videos all the time. A, they take a little bit of time to put together. B, 2 children, sometimes you want to spend some time with them, or you're rushed off your feet. But I will promise again to get some more videos and some more content out there for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, please subscribe. Please do email me with anything you want to ask or talk about, or maybe you want to show something off, or me come and visit you. I am looking as well, actively looking for people maybe in the northwest of England with fantastic collections. Stone Island preferred, but CP Company or anything, an eclectic mix of stuff that will be on the casual scene. Please do get in contact. I would like to come and see some of your sort of collections and show them off to my YouTube channel. So if you've got something you'd like to show off, please get in contact and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Head over to my Instagram. I'm on half term now, which means a couple of weeks off to recharge the batteries. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon. Take care.